Hey guys, how y'all doing? Johnny here, and good morning. I'm going to be posting this one very early on into the day as the first video of today, and probably later on today, I'll be posting my reward video if I get one. We'll see what happens because as you guys might know, currently as things stand for Game Week 251, as I've been updating people on Twitter and in the Discord, we are currently in a very good spot with 309 points. And we have Yang Hanbin, who's about to start playing in about 2.5 hours against Ulsan Hyundai, where in the last two games, first game he had 48 points. The second game he had 70 points. If he can get a 70 here, that'd be huge. I would love to see that. But Yang Hanbin is going to be making his debut for the team. Even if he gets 50 points with the boosts here, we'll be taking him up nicely. So we'll see what happens. But Sinistera got himself a 100-point game, which with the 9% boost goes up to 109 points. Once again, making a massive difference, hopefully, in terms of our rewards. Dimitri Payet had a little bit of a struggle yesterday. Saliba, as always, despite conceding 60+. Kökçü, no decisive in a 5-2 win, still 66 points. So yeah, things are looking good for us right now. A tier 3 rare is on the cards unless our goalkeeper can get 70+ points. Then we are looking at a tier 2 rare, possibly from the all-star rare this week, this midweek. So I'm very excited about that. It will only take us 30 points to get into rewards. So I'm very, very hopeful that our goalkeeper can do that. As always, guys, if you do want to sign up for Sorare, please go ahead and use the link in the description down below. If you do that, then click onto the invite friends section and scroll all the way down. It's a say Johnny Sports right here. If it says that, then you are registered as using my link, because then if you go onto the new card auctions and buy players, 5 players on bid, you will be given a free limited item. Again, the benefits of this is basically if you do sign up for the site without using a link like mine, you will not be given a free limited item at any point. So you might as well go ahead and use that, support the channel and support yourself. Hopefully it's going to work out for you. Now let's dive straight into my dilemma today. As you guys might know, I had really high hopes when it comes to my teams. I'll quickly put together the teams in front of you guys as well again, and let you know what my big issue is right now. My biggest issue right now is that Mazraoui is just, there's no info if he's going to be playing for Ajax today, yes or no. He is a huge part of my team, and Mazraoui is up against Cambuur, as you guys can see here. And this one says expected to return mid-April, which really bothers me because I can't find any information if he's actually supposed to be out for that long. But that would technically mean that I only get to use Mazraoui for like, what, 3-4 games. It's another Hilgers type situation. We buy a top youngster to play in our team. We get some exposure to the Ajax squad. He plays one game, next game he gets injured. We get extremely unlucky with these types of deals. But as you guys know, the under 23 is the most important for me. So the Kaiser is up against PSV Eindhoven, who just yesterday against Copenhagen scored like 4 goals or something. And they're coming in after a battle. And I'm hoping they're going to be tired. And I'm really hoping that the Kaiser won't concede more than 3 goals. I don't have high hopes because I don't like the Utrecht defense. I think they look terrible the last few times I watched them. So I fully expect the Kaiser to get battered. Might as well put in a DNP there, honestly. That's what really bothers me, because I do have a great lineup apart from that. We have Saliba up against Brest, Stade Brestois. 57 opponent score, incredible. Gonna probably get another 60+ game. In the midfield, we have Kökçü, 3rd against 16th. I'm fully expecting Kökçü to get a decisive this time around. He just had 2 games with 60+ points with no decisives, so I'm hoping he can step it up and get something done for himself. For the forward position, we're going to go with the man on form. Sinistera obviously got 2 assists and scored a goal in this last match to get 100 points. And he's going to be coming in on great form against Volley. And then as the extra, and this is the issue, I normally wanted to go for Mazraoui. But again, there is no information on if he's going to play or not. So I'd rather go ahead and risk him playing, but not having him in my lineup, and then have him back next week again. But this actually leads to a bigger issue. I actually had 3 teams lined up for this week. We can't do that now because of Mazraoui missing. That is the big issue that we are encountering this time around. So what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in Moussa Diaby against Köln at home into this lineup. It is dangerous to put 2 forwards in, but these guys have been performing lately. Diaby has scored against Atalanta, got a 74-point game. His all-round game is getting better and better as well. And he's not just a decisive player anymore. So he can get 50 plus without basically scoring goals at this point. So that's really nice to see. But that is going to be a very, very strong lineup, especially the outfield players. If the Kaiser can avoid conceding 3 goals, great. That's all I need to happen. If the Kaiser can get 30 plus points, amazing. That's all I'm really hoping for. As the captain, I'm going to go for Kökçü because he's the most consistent man in this team. So I'm going to go with him. Actually, Saliba is very consistent as well. Could give him the captaincy as well. I have a higher percentage on him. Nah, I think Kökçü's highs are better than Saliba's base level. Let's go for that. So we're going to have him in there. In the All-Star Rare, we're going to have to put in a mix of some players from those 2 teams that I was supposed to line up. Again, Pau Lopez is going to be in against Stade Brestois. In the defense, I'm going to go with Khaled Takar because I've been extremely impressed with the way he has been playing. And he has been able to get really good points despite no clean sheets as well. Just very similar to Saliba. And physically looks like an even better threat in the air. Then for the midfield position, we're obviously going to go with Dimitri Payet, who was subbed off earlier on in the game in their Conference League matchup because of a yellow card and a potential red looming. So Dimitri Payet is going to be back in the starting lineup. I fully expect that to happen. In the forward spot, we have, as options, we have Jesus Ferreira, Dallas against Nashville. Nashville have the likes of Zimmerman and a quality defense, so I can't risk that. But I'm going to risk Nicolas Storm, who has a 56 opponent score against Charleroi. Is that how you say it? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but we're going to go for that one right there. So Storm goes into the team. And then as the extra, here I'm spoiled for choice. So I could either go for Tomori against the 13th placed Empoli, which I think would be a good matchup for AC Milan. For once, keeping a clean sheet would be great. They have an amazing goalkeeper in Magnon. That could happen. Or I can go for somewhat of a semi-stack with the likes of Vinicius Souza returning. He has an 8.5% boost on him as well. Could be interesting. Or I go with Fabian Ruiz. So Fabian Ruiz, as you guys know, 9.5% boost on him. That is quite huge. And they're up against Hellas Verona. My issue is Hellas Verona loves to score plenty of goals. They are a very strong team in the attack. And at home, I just feel like they're going to be going ahead and beating Napoli. That's just my personal feeling when I'm looking at that matchup. And Fabian Ruiz, ever since we have bought him, has sadly not been himself. If you look at all the scores that Fabian Ruiz has, look at all these greens, right? Yeah, sure, he has a bunch of those yellows in between as well, by the way. But we bought him, and then it went 80, 70, 59, 48, 39, 34, 35. Then he had that last-minute goal against Lazio to win the game, which was nice, but he hasn't been able to recapture that form. But we're going to still keep Fabian Ruiz around, especially because of the 10% boost that we have on him. And once he comes good again, he's going to be a quality player for the team. Now, I'm thinking, for some reason, Tomori. That's what my feeling tells me. For some reason, I feel like AC Milan is the one to bank on. Because if we look at the odds of certain teams, AC Milan with the 74% look to be the dominant side here. They're going for the title. It's a big game at home with the fans. So I'm going to go for Tomori in this case. And I've just changed my decision on this one because I usually wanted to go with Fabian Ruiz, but I am a bit scared of Hellas Verona and their capabilities. And Vinicius Souza, I need him to play and see what he's going to do before I put my faith back into him because he has had some bad performances lately. While Tomori can still get myself some easy, what is it, like 60 points maybe? Ideally, yeah, he can get to he can get towards the 60s. Even at a loss, he got a 58-point game. No, actually, in a win, sorry, a 58-point game. That's not too great, actually, considering he had a clean sheet. But anyways, we're going to see what happens. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing a 60-plus point game from Tomori. So he's going to go in there. We're going to put our faith into him. And the captain is going to be Dimitri Payet. So that is going to be my lineups for this upcoming week. Let's all lock them in as well, just to make sure. And as always, guys, let me know in the comments down below what has happened with your teams this game week, especially this midweek. Have you guys been able to win anything? If yes, I'm very happy for you. If no, keep your head up. It's going to come at some point. I personally missed out on rewards for like 5 weeks now. It's looking very likely for me to get rewards this week, though, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's really, really nice. But yeah, this week we are only going to be able to line up 2 teams rather than the desired 3 that I wanted to go for. But if the Kaiser can do well, we have a big shot at a huge reward this week. And I'm really, really excited about that. It really excites me. So we'll see what happens there, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I will catch you later on with the rewards as well. So a double upload day on the Sorare channel. That is a new one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Take care and peace.